In the Torah, Shavuot, also known as the Feast of Weeks, marks the culmination of Yasharal's journey from Egypt to Mount Sinai. It was on this sacred mountain that Yah delivered the 10 Commandments and the establishment of the covenant with the nation of Yasharal.
And Elohim spoke all these words, saying, I am Yahuwah thy Elohim, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other mighty one before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, Yahuwah, thy Elohim, am jealous, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me, and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of Yahuwah thy Elohim in vain. Yahuwah will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Shabbat day, to keep it Kodesh. 6 days shalt thou labor, and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Shabbath of Yahuwah thy Elohim. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days Yahuwah made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore Yahuwah blessed the Shabbath day, and set it apart. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Fast forward to the New Testament, and we find another momentous occasion on Shavuot. In the book of Acts chapter 2, we read about the disciples and brethren gathered on one accord in the upper room in Jerusalem during the festival. And when the day of Shavuot was fully come, they were all with one accord in one place. And suddenly there came a sound from the Shemayim, as of a rushing mighty wind, and it filled all the house where they were sitting. And there appeared unto them cloven tongues, like as of fire, and it sat upon each of them. And they were all filled with the Ruach HaKodesh, and began to speak with other tongues, as the Ruach gave them utterance. In this account, we witness the powerful outpouring of the Ruach HaKodesh on the disciples. Filled with the Ruach, they began to speak in other languages, proclaiming the wonders of Yah. They were empowered for ministry and ignited a movement that would change the course of history. This event reaffirmed the covenant that was given at Mount Sinai, and with the indwelling of the Ruach, it gave Yasharal the power to keep the commandments and be witnesses of Yahushua HaMashiach to the world. Just as Shavuot was also associated with the wheat harvest in ancient Israel, Shavuot represents the spiritual harvest of first fruits into the kingdom of Yah. It's a time of celebration, gratitude, and renewal of commitment to Yah's word and his mission. May the fire of the Ruach continue to burn brightly within us, empowering us to fulfill the mission entrusted to us.
Shalom. Today, we're exploring a fascinating Hebrew word study on first fruits, known in Hebrew as Bikurim. The Strong's reference number for Bikurim is H1061. This term stems from the root word bakar, designated by Strong's as H1069, which we will delve into more deeply. The essence of Bikurim is about bearing new fruit or giving birth to the first child. Join us as we unpack the rich meanings and implications of this significant concept. Here are the modern Hebrew and ancient Hebrew pictograph letters for the word bakar. The Hebrew letters involved are Beit, Kaf, and Resh. Let's delve deeper into the meanings of each Hebrew letter in the word bakar. The letter Beit represents a house or tent, symbolizing a dwelling, inside, family, or household. Kaf depicts open palms of hands, signifying the action to bend or tame, and represents open hands ready to receive or give. The letter Resh symbolizes the head of a man, indicating first, beginning, top, head, high, and chief, which also refers to Yahushua HaMashiach. When we blend the meanings of these letters, we can derive potential interpretations. One possible interpretation is that the family gives the first, as commanded regarding the first fruits harvest. Another interpretation is that the family receives from on high, embodying the receipt of the Ruach HaKodesh from the Most High, as experienced on the day of Shavuot. When we dedicate the first fruits of our lives to Abba Yah, He will bestow upon us His Ruach HaKodesh. A supporting scripture that illustrates this is Luke chapter 24 verse 49. And behold, I send the promise of my Father upon you, but tarry ye in the city of Jerusalem until ye be endued with power from on high. The disciples were instructed to wait in Jerusalem for the outpouring of the Ruach HaKodesh. This event is directly connected to the offering of the first fruits. It signifies the beginning of a new spiritual harvest where the disciples would be empowered from on high to spread the message of Yahushua and gather souls into the kingdom of Yah. This concludes our Hebrew word study for today. If you're in the process of counting up to Shavuot and are seeking a prayer journal, consider In Anticipation of Shavuot, a daily prayer book. This guide offers structured prayers for the Omer count, which begins after the festival of unleavened bread. This period transitions us from liberation to a deeper spiritual journey, providing a necessary time for purification and preparation. As we count the Omer, we engage in a season of significant reflection, purifying our hearts and minds in readiness for the profound revelation that Shavuot brings. Shalom. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until the next time, Shalom.